112, along with Tommy Wheeler in car number 37. They get stacked up down in turns 3 and 4, set for the start. As they roll out of turn number 4, David Geiger puts the green flag out, and we're racing. Mark Reynolds leads lap number 1 with Bobby Wallace running at second. Morris Wheatley goes third, followed by Rick Mears in the number 91. Johnny Ferris rounding out the top 5 as they move down the back straightaway. Morris Wheatley now moving up on the outside of Bobby Wallace to battle for second as they move back into turns 1 and 2. Three abreast on the front straightaway, and it's Johnny Ferris on the inside of Bobby Wallace. Morris Wheatley goes all the way to the outside as they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Mark Reynolds out front by about 6 car lengths into turns 1 and 2. Johnny Ferris in the 016 now rides steadily at second place, while Rick Mears battles with the 141 of Morris Wheatley for third place at the end of the back straightaway. Doug Stone goes on a spin out of the second turn as they move down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Car number 72, Dennis Gibson, goes on a spin on the front straightaway, and Bobby Wallace hits the outside retaining wall over in turn number 2.
Oh, come on, damn it.
18 laps to go, and it's Mark Reynolds in car number 132 on the back straightaway down into turns 3 and 4. A lot of water out of car number 522, Rush Yoder's machine, and the yellow flag is out. So the yellow flag coming out with 17 laps remaining. Morris Wheatley in 141 running first and second now as they get double stacked down in turns 3 and 4 with 17 laps remaining in the event. Field moves out of turn number 4. We're back under green. Mark Reynolds leads with Morris Wheatley in the 141 running at second. Jeremy Lutz goes third. Back into turns 1 and 2. It's the 016 of Johnny Ferris now at fourth. He's challenged on the inside by Jerry Embry in car number 51 as they move out of turn number 4.
There's more wrong with the car than the flat tire, but that's unexcusable. That's all it is. You can't come back out. See what he's gonna lap down.
Trouble on the back straightaway. Jerry Dowell in car number 112 backs off a bit. And it looks like Doug Miller in car number 8 now making up some ground. Looks to the inside of Mark Mattingly as they move down into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, it's Jeremy Lutz in car number 75 battling Morris Wheatley in the 141 on the front straightaway for second place. Just over the halfway mark, and it's the number 132 of Mark Reynolds still out front as they come down the front straightaway. The battle's at third place. Jerry Embry on the inside of Jeremy Lutz, and they're back into turns 1 and 2. Jeremy Lutz now taking a look to the inside of Morris Wheatley. That's the battle at third place right now. Johnny Ferris in the 5th place spot as they move out of turn number 4. Then going 6th, a good run for right now between Todd Long and the number 8 of Doug Miller, and they're back into turns 1 and 2. It's the number 132 of Mark Reynolds, followed by the number 51 of Jerry Embry. Car number 75, Jeremy Lutz, in there as well. In trouble out of turn number 4, it looks like Gary Lucas, as well as the number 37 of Tommy Wheeler have tangled in the 4th turn area. We're back under yellow. So the yellow flag comes out with 6 laps remaining. Car number 75, Jeremy Lutz, at 2nd as they roll down into turns 3 and 4, set for the restart. Car number 51, Jerry Embry at 3rd, and then it's Morris Wheatley at 4th. As they move down into turns 3 and 4, set for the restart. The green flag, and David Geiger's going to hold them up a lap. We're going to hold them up. Looks like they might have come out of line out of turn number 4, or waiting to see.
Frank, I got nothing to do with it, but I'll be thoroughly pissed off if I find out he just had a flat tire.
They roll down into turns 3 and 4, looking for the green flag this time around, and the green flag is out. They weren't out of line, were they? First restart. Out of turn number 4, it's Jeremy Lutz in car number 75, the race leader, with Mark Reynolds now running at 2nd. Johnny Ferris goes on a spin coming out of the 2nd turn and down the back straightaway. Collects up with Keith Tennell at the end of the backstretch, and they're down into turns 3 and 4. Jeremy Lutz in car number 75, the race leader at the end of the backstretch, down into turns 3 and 4 with the 132 of Mark Reynolds running at 2nd. The 51 of Jerry Embry goes 3rd. At 4th now, it'll be Doug Miller, followed by Morris Wheatley. Then it's the 015 of Dennis Allgar. Where's she at, Larry?
She is.
Coming up now on 2 laps to go. And back into turns 1 and 2. Car number 75, Jeremy Lutz, moves down the back straightaway. The 132 of Mark Reynolds still at 2nd. Jerry Embry goes 3rd. Doug Miller to 4th. And at 5th, it's Morris Wheatley. White flag's out, signaling 1 lap to go. Down into turns 3 and 4, Jeremy Lutz now moving in behind Keith Tennell in the 07, moving out of the 4th turn, and he'll come to the checkered flag. Mark Reynolds for 2nd, Jerry Embry for 3rd, followed by Doug Miller and Dennis Allgar.